Hello friends, welcome to a new weekly reading vlog. I'm so excited to be vlogging, particularly this week because I just feel super motivated to read. I feel like I have been loving doing these vlogs so far this month just because I feel like I'm really in the reading mood recently, so they've just been really fun to film. But for the reading plans this week, I am still making my way through Gone Girl. I am on page 88, which I know because I just ended last week's vlog. But yeah, gonna be working my way through this week. I would love to finish it pretty early on in the week because I think me and Darian are doing a 24-hour readathon starting on Thursday into Friday. I think that's what our plan is, but I'm not 100% sure. So I would love to have this done before the 24-hour readathon starts, but if anything, I would like to get close to finishing it so I can just read like the last little bit in the 24-hour readathon and then start some new reads. So definitely going to be reading a lot this week because I want to get this done before that. So yeah, Gone Girl is the priority for right now. I also would like to pick up Ace. I probably should go and get it. I think I'm going to finally start reading Ace. I want to slowly start making my way through this because there is going to be a live show for this for the Nonfiction Baddies book club. I think at the end of October. So I would like to start making my way through it, have at least some of it read before the live show. Obviously, because it is a nonfiction, I think those discussions that are going to be surrounding this book and everything are going to be great to hear regardless of if I read the book or not. So I would like to read some of it at least, but yeah, definitely gonna, I think, try and pick this up and make my way through it. But I think Gone Girl is going to be kind of my priority just because I would like to get it done before the 24-hour readathon, but I might bounce between these, not really sure. But yeah, these I think are going to be the reading plans for at least the first bit of this week. We'll see where the week takes us, but I just wanted to start this week's vlog and I will update you guys once I actually start reading. Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a better start to your day than I am. There was just a wasp in here, and if you know me, you know I don't like bugs, so that was not a fun time. I watched it fly around, panicked about it, and then eventually got my dad to come and remove it from the premises, so it's gone now. But the reaction that I have to bugs is very dramatic, and I wish I could help it, because I know rationally I'm being dramatic, but I can't help the way my body reacts to these things. Anyway, that was not fun, but it's over, it's gone, and hopefully there will be no more wasp friends in this bedroom because I can't handle that. But anyways, it's been a little bit, I think, since I've updated, so I wanted to give an update on what I'm reading. So I have been making some progress with Gone Girl. I'm now up to page 239, and I was definitely right about one of the twists in this book. I'm just confused about the pacing because I wasn't expecting the thing that I thought I knew to be happening so early, or to be revealed as early as it was. So I'm very interested to see what happens in like the second half of the book, just because it didn't play out the way I thought it was going to, but I did know what one of the twists was. So I don't know. I'm excited to see what happens in the kind of second half, but I will say this book did take me like a while to kind of get into it. Like, it was around the 140, 150-ish page mark that I finally was like feeling some sort of reaction to what was being said. Like, I was just kind of bored the first 150 pages, but I definitely feel like I'm a little bit more into it now. So we'll see how I end up feeling about it. Right now, I'm just kind of like, it's fine so far. I'm interested to see where it goes, but I'm not like obsessed with it yet. But other than Gone Girl, I actually did pick up Ace as well. I've been kind of slowly making my way through this. I think my plan is I'm going to try and read like a chapter a day. I might read a little bit more than a chapter today just because I'm doing a 24-hour readathon tomorrow and I don't know if I'm going to want to pick this up during the 24-hour readathon. I plan on making it like a spooky Halloween themed 24-hour readathon, so I don't really feel like this will fit into that kind of vibe. So I might read like a couple chapters today. But yeah, I just kind of want to slowly make my way through it just because I really want to make sure that I'm like retaining the information. I don't just want to like speed through it and not really take anything in. So I'm slowly making my way through. I am annotating. I am actually underlining as well. I'm not using a marker. I'm using a pencil because for some reason I still can't commit to writing in my books. It just feels like it goes against everything that I want to do, but I might actually start using the purple marker that would match the book and everything. I don't know, but I'm underlining in pencil because I know like when I tab books before, I just kind of tab the paragraph that I liked, and I feel like with nonfiction, that's a lot harder to kind of grasp what I was trying to tab. Like I could just put a tab on a page and be like, I don't know what I thought was so important. So that's why I've been underlining, and maybe I will commit to the pen. I don't know, but I am really enjoying this. I feel like I'm learning a lot. There's definitely a lot of things that I didn't know or just didn't like think about in certain ways. So I feel like I'm already learning a lot, which is good because I'm only like 30 something pages in. I feel like I've already learned something. So excited to go and continue on with this. And last night I also started watching Over the Garden Wall, which is like this Cartoon Network show. And it's super cute. It's like if you looked up the word Spoopy in the dictionary, like that show would come up because it's like it has those kind of spooky Halloween fall vibes, but it's not like scary at all, and it's really funny and really cute. And I wanted to watch something last night. I didn't feel like reading because I've been reading like all night, and so I wanted to take a break, but I didn't want to watch a movie because I didn't want to commit to an hour and a half of watching something because I was already tired. And then I didn't want to just like scroll on my phone, so I decided to watch that because there's 10 episodes, but they're only like 10 minutes long or something. So I watched the first 2 episodes last night and it's really cute. So I'm definitely going to have to watch more of that today. But yeah, I think that was kind of it for an update. Honestly, I feel like I just needed to update you guys on my reading progress because it's been a minute since I've talked to you. But yeah, that's kind of my update for now. I think I'm going to try and finish Gone Girl today if possible, but I still have like, I think I checked last night, I have like 170-ish pages left. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish it today, but I definitely think I'll be close to finishing by tomorrow when the 24-hour readathon starts, which would be good. So yeah, because of the 24-hour readathon, there might be a bit of a jump in this vlog. It might just jump to Friday. I probably will update you guys one more time tomorrow before the readathon starts because we're not starting until like 1:30 in the afternoon. So I might vlog a little bit before that and give you like a final update on where I'm at with all of the books, mostly Gone Girl, so that we can see how much I read in the 24-hour readathon. I can keep you updated, but yeah, very excited for the readathon actually. I was not feeling the 24-hour readathon that I had planned for earlier this week, but now I'm really excited to do one, so I think it all worked out very well. All right, I don't know what's happening with my voice, but my voice doesn't want to be a voice, doesn't want me to talk, so I'm gonna go and shut up because that's what my throat wants me to do. And I will hopefully check in with you guys a little bit later on. Hopefully get some reading done. I'm feeling very motivated to read, so hopefully I can keep that going. All right, hello. I just wanted to update one last time before the 24-hour readathon started. So I didn't read too much yesterday. Once I got home, I just didn't really feel like reading, but I did read a little bit before I went to bed. So I know I said that I was going to try and read 2 chapters of Ace yesterday. Instead, I read 0. So my 1 chapter a day thing has already fallen apart, and it was like day 2 or 3. But that is okay. I'm gonna get through it. It's gonna happen eventually, so not too concerned about that, but I will be working my way through that. And I did read a little bit of Gone Girl before going to sleep. I'm now on page 268, which means I have like exactly 50 pages left of Gone Girl, and there's dogs barking. Okay, hi, I'm just popping in. I'm gonna edit this over what I just said in this vlog. I'm in the middle of doing the readathon right now, and realized I didn't do math right. I think last night I was half asleep and I was like, oh yeah, there's 318 pages of this book, so I only have 50 pages left. No, there's 418 pages, so I have 150 pages left of Gone Girl at this moment in time when I was filming this update for the vlog. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to doing the 24-hour readathon. But yeah, at least I can't do math, we all know. Honestly, if I wait for the dogs to stop barking, I'm never gonna be able to film, so I'm gonna just keep talking and hope it's not too loud. Oh, I thought they stopped. LOL at my camera literally dying while I waited for the dogs to stop. But anyway, I have 50 pages left of Gone Girl, so I am going to keep you guys updated on my thoughts because I've been talking about it this entire vlog, so I don't want to make you guys wait for my thoughts for the 24-hour readathon vlog, so I'm going to keep you guys updated on this once I finish it, but I am going to finish it at the start of the 24-hour readathon. And yeah, that's basically it. That's all I am currently reading. This is going to be my priority. I don't know if I'm going to pick this up at all during the 24-hour readathon, but we'll see. But yeah, I wanted to give one final update on Gone Girl before I started the readathon. So yeah, that's it. I don't know why I slammed the book down so loud. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go and intro the 24-hour readathon vlog, and I will talk to you guys probably at some point tomorrow once the readathon has finished. Well, hello. Long time no chat, for me at least. It is now Friday, the 24-hour readathon has ended, so I'm back to vlogging for this particular vlog, but I did want to give some reading updates, my thoughts and feelings on what I've read. So I did manage to finish Gone Girl during the 24-hour readathon, and I think I filmed a clip for this vlog that I'm going to insert over yesterday's clip before I started. I thought I had 50 pages left of this book, but for some reason, I don't know what happened in my brain, but I thought for some reason there were like 100 less pages than there actually were. So I actually had 150 pages left of this. So it did take me a little bit longer than I thought, but I did still finish it, and I ended up giving it 3.5 stars. Now, I know some people see 3 stars and they think like, oh, you hated it. But that's not really the case. For me, 3 stars is more like I liked it. Like, it didn't blow me away. I didn't like really love it, but I liked it. So that's kind of why I gave it a 3.5 stars, because I did like it. I just didn't feel super impacted by it. I didn't feel super invested. I was invested enough to keep going, which is kind of why I gave it like the extra half star, because if I wasn't invested at all, I wouldn't have finished the book and gone to the ending. I would have just DNF'd it, but I was invested enough to keep going, but I wasn't like super invested, I guess. And I don't know, I think I knew like the biggest twist about this book, or like one of the bigger twists, and not to say like if you learn a spoiler you can't still enjoy the rest of the book and enjoy the journey getting to that and like seeing the aftermath of that type of twist or spoiler, but I just feel like I would have enjoyed this a lot more if I hadn't known the twist. I feel like I would have been much more invested and much more shocked by certain things happening, but I just wasn't, which like is probably my own fault for waiting this long to read Gone Girl after it's been like a super popular book and movie for a very long time. But yeah, it's good. Like, I totally understand why people really love this, but I was just a little underwhelmed, but I also think that might have had to do with me knowing the spoiler. But yeah, 3.5 stars with this. And now I can watch the movie. I think I'm gonna watch the movie soon, because I always do this. I'm like, oh, I'll read the book and then watch the movie right after, and then I always watch the movie like months later, or I just never watch the movie adaptations of books. So I would like to watch it soon. And then towards the end of the readathon, I'm not going to give all of my thoughts on what I may have read in between Gone Girl and this, but I ended the readathon with Ace of Spades. I'm still reading this. I started this towards the end of the readathon, and I'm a little over halfway through it, so I'm excited to keep going with this. There's a lot of things going on in this book. A lot of characters have a lot of things going on. So then there's also like this character that's like anonymously like spreading rumors about them, or I guess they're not really rumors because they're kind of true, but it's just really interesting because there's just a lot going on. There's a lot of speculation on who it could be or why it was happening to them. And I'm very interested to keep going. I'm hoping to finish this soon. I feel like this is the type of book that I'm going to want to read quickly. I think reading it for a 24-hour readathon was good, but I think I would have probably read just as much just on any other day, even if I wasn't doing a 24-hour readathon, because I just want to know what the tea is. I want to know what's going on. But yeah, that is what I'm going to be reading next. Other than that, I don't think I have many other updates. I've just been in 24-hour readathon mode, so my brain is a little bit mush. But yeah, the 24-hour readathon is now over, so I think I'm going to take a break from reading and just kind of chill for the rest of the afternoon. Alright, it is time for me to wrap up this vlog, but I do have some reading updates before I end this vlog. So yesterday during the Trigger to Readathon reading sprints, I did pick up Ace of Spades, and when I was reading it during the sprints, a lot of things kept being revealed, and it was just starting to like get really like terrifying and things were being revealed. So last night after watching the Patriots game, watching them lose, it's fine, I decided to pick this up and finish it, and I ended up giving this 4.5 stars. It was very close to being a 5-star, which is why I gave it a 5-star on Goodreads, but it was technically a 4.5 star. I think I need to start using Storygraph so I can actually give like half-star ratings and things like that, but anyway. But yeah, 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I was thinking last night how I see the similarities to Gossip Girl, and I've never seen Get Out, but I know like the premise, so I can definitely see the similarities to that as well. But I was even thinking like it was kind of like Pretty Little Liars as well, how there's like this anonymous person that's like putting these people in very like terrifying situations. This is just like 10 times worse than Pretty Little Liars because it's dealing with like a lot more like serious and real problems like racism and homophobia and things like that. So I really enjoyed this. I think it had a lot of good discussions on those things, and I thought a lot of the twists and turns, even though like maybe the idea of someone like anonymously like spreading information about characters wouldn't be realistic, I feel like the reasoning behind a lot of things and a lot of the problems these characters face were very, very real, and it's kind of terrifying when you read this and you go, this is like the reality for people, and it's just, it was a lot. So I really enjoyed it. I thought that the ending like was so good. I just, everything, the way everything came together in like the last like chapter, I was just like, yes, yes. Or like the epilogue. I think it was the epilogue that made me feel that way. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. I think this is a book that has been not only getting hype like since it's been released, but it was getting a lot of hype before its release, and I think it is very well deserved in my opinion. So if you're interested in reading this, I would highly recommend. And then I've also been listening to the audiobook for Payback's a Witch by Lana Harper, and I don't know if I've talked about that yet. I feel like I started it on Friday, so I may not have talked about that yet. The hold, funnily enough, my hold came in like a couple hours after the 24-hour readathon ended, and I was so annoyed because I wanted it to start listening to it during the 24-hour readathon in the moments where I couldn't be like physically reading something. So naturally it came in a couple hours after the 24-hour readathon ended, but it's fine. I've been listening to it. I think I'm like 40% of the way through, and I'm really enjoying it. I probably will talk a little bit more about it next week in next week's vlog, just because I'll probably have finished it then. But it is a romance. It's really fun so far. It's basically about these girls who are a part of these like witch families, these like magical families, and all three of them have kind of been hurt by the same guy who's also a part of one of the magical families. So they kind of team up to like kind of go against him during this like magical competition type of thing. and it's really cute so far. I'm not like obsessed with it, but I am liking it, and I like the idea of like the magical families and the competition. I love a competition in a book, so I'm thinking once we get more into the competition type of stuff, there's been like one event for it and it happened really fast, but I think if we get more of that, I think I might enjoy it a little bit more. But so far it is good, it is cute. Something that's more important to mention is that like two of the girls that are teaming up together to kind of fight back against this guy may or may not be developing feelings for one another, so love that. But yeah, it's good so far. Not like obsessed with it, but I'm definitely liking it. So excited to see where that goes. We'll probably be finishing it in next week's vlog. But yes, I also, before I end this vlog for real, I'm gonna just show what I've managed to complete for the prompts for the readathon so far. I think I've completed 4, so I have 5 to go, and I have 5 books left on my TBR, but I don't think that they're all going to count for prompts for the readathon, so we'll see if I manage to complete all of the prompts for this readathon. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm still happy with what I've managed to do so far, the progress I've made with the readathon, as well as like just what I've read this month in general. I've already completed 6 books, I think, this month, and we're halfway through the month, and I just feel like that's like a lot for me, so I'm really happy with that. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna end this vlog for real this time. As always, I am continuing to vlog. I'm doing weekly vlogs all of October, so make sure you're subscribed. Stay tuned for that. You'll see my progress on all of the books I managed to read this month and for the Trick or Treat-a-thon as well. But yeah, I think that is going to be it for this vlog. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.